We've done the bare minimum.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Chill the Heck Out with Ava. I'm Ava, and I'm here with Christian.
Hello everyone.
And today, we're going to be reading r/Am I the Asshole again. Okay, you pick first this time.
I pick first.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for telling my cousin she needs to act her age on a flight?
That one sounds good.
Okay. I'm female 24, currently on a trip to Hawaii with my boyfriend Tom, male 31, my cousin Jane, female 27, and her fiance, Jack, male 32, were going to LA. Since me and Tom had a layover in LA, we booked the flight together and got seats in the same row. Background: Jane has always been really bad with planes, which is something she also admits. When we were younger, we'd take family trips to different states. She'd shout and cry on the plane. I haven't been on a flight with her in a while, but she apparently has gotten better with flying. So we board, and it's about to take off. Jane already looks nervous. We're still on the ground. We had a pretty smooth takeoff and stable in the air, but Jane clutched onto Jack's hand and he's whispering in her ear and holding her head on his lap. The poor guy couldn't even get his tray table down properly to eat. Whenever the plane shook the tiniest amount, she started sniffling and tearing up. There were kids in the row in front of us, and even they weren't acting up as much as Jane, and it was getting too much.
She has a phobia, obviously, dude.
I also think, cuddling up to your boyfriend and, tearing up isn't a disproportionate response. Flying can be scary.
Yeah, some people are, really that afraid of flying. I thought she was being disruptive or throwing a tantrum or something.
Yeah, I thought she was, getting up in the aisle and filming TikTok videos or something.
Yeah, she just doesn't like the fact that this chick was scared, it sounds like. Which is, she's being quiet, keeping it to herself. Why is that bothering you so much that she's afraid of flying?
Poor boyfriend couldn't eat a snack off a tray.
Oh no, the worst thing that's ever happened on a plane.
That's embarrassing me.
Okay. Doesn't even sound like she's drawing.
Well, let's finish. Maybe she, punches a kid or something.
Okay.
We don't know. And yeah, the kids weren't acting up as much as Jane, and it was getting too much, so I told her she needs to act her age. Okay. This kind of thing was okay when she was a kid, but not anymore.
You're not allowed to have phobias as an adult.
And she can't have people coddling her.
Dude, you need to chill.
Bruh, your boyfriend is there to coddle you. Why else do you have a boyfriend?
And this chick has issues being mad at someone else's anxiety.
Also, I think saying he's there to coddle you, I mean more like he's there to comfort you, and comforting someone who is scared is not coddling.
She's not even being obnoxious.
Yeah, she's tearing up and sniffling, dude. What, are you mad at people with allergies too?
Also, her boyfriend couldn't eat his food, okay? Well, you can, so...
Yeah, why do you care?
Mind your own business?
Yeah, she sounds like someone who just gets all up in people's shit for no reason.
Yeah.
Involves herself and then gets all offended.
Her poor boyfriend couldn't eat. As if that's absolutely a problem. Maybe he doesn't care. Why are you being annoyed at somebody for somebody else?
Even if he does care, that's not your fucking business. She got upset and said she can't help it, to which I replied that I understand her fears, but she's acting kind of selfish and not letting anyone else enjoy the flight, especially Jack.
Enjoy the flight. That's
Flying
not the reason
sucks.
you get on an airplane.
Yeah.
You're only on it because you have to be.
Yeah, I personally like being that high up and looking out the window and shit, but that's 2% of flying, and all the rest of flying sucks.
Yeah, and I fail to see how somebody tensing up and sniffling is ruining your super exciting economy class flying experience.
We didn't talk much the rest of the flight, and Jane seemed mad at me. Gee, I wonder why.
Is that it? Okay, wait, James is the boyfriend of the anxiety girl?
No, Jack.
Oh, Jack.
This is
so James...
Jane seems mad at me, the chick who's sniffling.
Oh, okay. I lost track of everybody's names immediately.
Seemed mad at me. We went our separate ways after landing, and Tom agreed that Jane needs to grow up, but obviously she was upset, angry at me for saying so.
Hey, Jane, you need to not be friends with any of these people. They suck.
Well, it's her cousin.
Okay, your cousin sucks. You need to not be
So, OP and OP's boyfriend, you guys suck.
Yeah.
Wow, she's scared of something and had to go through it. She needs to grow up. F you.
It's just a fear. You don't grow out of being afraid of something like flying.
Yeah, I don't have much more to say other than how is it your problem and why do you give a shit?
Right? Yeah, yes, you are the asshole. And Jane, don't go on vacation with these people anymore. They're terrible.
Don't go to McDonald's with them anymore. They
don't
suck.
go anywhere. Don't ever talk to them again. This is gonna be an interesting one because it's Reddit labeled them an asshole. And the question is, am I the asshole for not wanting to help my sister? Oh, I'm writing the wrong one. Hold on. It says, am I the asshole for being angry at my roommate for moving all my stuff out of my room? So you had to have done something pretty bad to be the asshole when somebody else removed your stuff from your room.
Okay, I'm interested.
I, 20-year-old male, share an apartment with a girl, 21 female. I am subleasing my room for the next 2 months due to a variety of circumstances I won't be getting into now that are probably super relevant.
Yeah.
And part of the agreement is that my room would be clear by Wednesday.
Okay, I see where this is going.
So he would have his room clear by Wednesday. I'm going to guess it is not Wednesday. On the Saturday, I left to go home with all my things boxed up. Okay, wait. On the Saturday, I left to go home with all my things boxed up and left my room, as my father was going to take the boxes on his way past on the Monday.
Yeah, okay. So he's moving out Wednesday. The Saturday before, he left. The Monday, his dad was going to go pick up his shit, and then Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay, got it. My roommate knew this. When my father came to move my stuff, he saw him... I cannot read.
You want me to read it?
Oh my god. When my father came to move my stuff, she saw him and offered her help moving my boxes. I didn't know she'd done this until my father mentioned how my roommate was nice and helped him carry my things. Is this really the direction this is going in right now? Oh wow. It literally is. I feel upset as if I was okay with her touching my things. I had to let her know. I feel gross that she's touched and seen all my things. They were in boxes. And touched and seen all my things, and I didn't give my permission. You have issues. I feel gross that she touched and saw all of my things. You said they were in boxes.
I kind of don't even want to make fun of them because it just sounds like they have mental issues.
Yeah, she touched and saw. She didn't see any of them. She didn't even touch them for that matter either. In boxes, and you're essentially mad that your dad, who I assume is kind of elderly because you're obviously an adult, that he didn't have to carry all of your stuff out the house by himself.
Yeah.
She could have called me and asked if it was okay to offer my dad help.
No, bitch, your dad's a big boy.
Works.
Your dad's a big boy, and he can handle an offer of help.
Yeah, hi, is it okay if I help this other adult with a situation that you're only tangentially involved in, but that they are bearing all the burden of? Okay, thanks. No! She could have called me and asked if it was okay to offer my dad help, and I've had told her no. It made me uncomfortable, but she didn't even ask. I feel like the reason she didn't ask was because she knew I'd say no, or because that's a completely unreasonable thing to expect someone to ask your permission for.
Ava, I'm really upset you did the dishes, and I feel like you didn't call and ask me to do the dishes because you knew I wouldn't want you to do the dishes.
I'm sorry, I know you feel really gross whenever I put my hands on your dishes and I see them.
Yeah, this person just has problems. I kind of feel bad.
Kind of? But at the same time, you're being really rude.
Being an asshole.
So, oh my god, this is like intense. From enough backgrounds, I've always got the sense that she's quite into me, and I don't reciprocate that at all. Wow. So you're just kind of a douche. So her getting friendly with my dad and carrying my things just adds to getting friendly with my dad? OP. Getting friendly with my dad. You know, the super sexy flirting of helping somebody carry boxes
Your
out of the
shit
house.
out of an apartment. What? How dare you hit on our neighbor by helping them move their shit out?
I look super attractive carrying this lamp down the stairs. She was obviously throwing herself at him. I texted her and said not to contact me until I was ready. I'll just never contact you again, thanks. As I was upset, and she said I was an a-hole because she was just helping my dad, nothing about me. Yes, that's correct. You're being really weird.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, this was just kind of straightforward. Yeah, you're the asshole.
Yeah, you
Obviously.
need to get some help, and it's fine if you have issues. It's not fine that manifests as you being a douchebag.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for finishing a set before opening the gym door to someone?
I mean, if you're at a gym and you can't open the door, why are you at a gym?
Well, it could be locked, like with our gym.
Oh!
Because I've had people...
Yeah, okay.
I've struggled with the door and people have finished their set and then come and opened it for me. So, 14 male, alright, starting off bad.
Yep, you're the asshole.
Live in an apartment complex where they offer a free gym. This gym is connected to the office, public bathrooms, 2 pools, a grill where there's... Is this our apartment?
I think that's every apartment. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay.
Okay.
Next.
14 male, live in an apartment complex where they offer a free gym. This gym is connected to the office, public bathrooms, 2 pools, a grill where there's a lot of birthday parties and a clubhouse. To get in any of these, you need a little key that you hang over the sensor that opens the door. Think of it kind of like a card. You know, like a key card.
We've had those for quite a while.
Since there's... The smelling in this is awful. Since there's the pools and barbecue grill, it's a popular hangout spot for a lot of people that don't live there, therefore not owning a key since it's resident only. Well, yesterday I was doing basic bicep curls where I do 20 reps for 1 set and don't stop the whole time. That was 1 sentence.
Also, yeah, I was just there busting out 20 reps of bicep curls. Okay.
Without stopping. All at once.
You absolutely were.
On my 4th rep, someone came knocking on the door, pointing towards the door. We'll call Joe. Looks like 17 or 18. I ignored him until I finished my set, then opened the door. The conversation went like this, Joe. Why didn't you open the door earlier?
Listen, Joe. This is how the conversation went.
Why didn't you open the door earlier, me? I was in the middle of set, bruh, Joe. You could have...
Okay, you're just gonna have to, like, do your own editorial on this.
Me. I was in the middle of a set, bruh. Joe.
Bruh.
You could have... He put bruh. Joe. You could have paused for 2 seconds. Me. I don't like to stop in the middle of sets. Joe. I could have pissed my pants because of you. What?
What?
Me. Just piss in the pool. Joe. That's weird. Just open the door next time. Me. Okay, bro. I opened the door for you, and you didn't piss your pants. Get off your period. Joe. Walking away towards the bathroom. You. Me. Love you too. I told my friend this story and said I was a bit of a dick, so now, I don't know. Am I the asshole? I will say, you're not the asshole for not opening the door immediately. You are an asshole for how you responded to him.
Well, you're the asshole for opening the door at all, in my opinion, because he's not supposed to be in there without a key card.
I mean, that's true. That's true. But still, I think it would have been better to say, I shouldn't have let you in at all or something, instead of being like, nah, brah, get off your period, bruh.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Like
I'm exercising, boy.
Yeah. Can't you see I do my bicep curls all at once without stopping, bruh? Like, that's pretty dumb. But, all in all,
reps, Brosafina.
like, as could have been foretold by the 14 male part, it was just an immature exchange. I don't think it was, like, huge. Since it is, am I the asshole? Yeah, you're an asshole. But I think it was mostly just immaturity all around.
Yeah, like, you're an asshole. Also don't know why you had to include how many pools your apartment complex had, or how many reps you were doing. All irrelevant. Yeah,
none of that mattered. I will say, guess whether Reddit thought he was the asshole or not.
Oh, yeah, probably.
However, do you want to guess why they think he's the asshole?
Uh-oh. Do they think he's the asshole for opening the door? Or do they think he's the asshole for saying he was going to get his period?
I looked at the top like 4 comments, and they believe that he is an asshole basically solely for the period comment.
Ugh.
Pretty much all 4 top comments were just, yikes, the misogyny. There's like, can you touch grass, dude?
Am I the asshole
Yes.
for ruining my brother's marriage because his wife left me at the pool?
What?
A marriage was ruined over somebody getting ditched at a pool.
Alright.
Throwaway. This whole situation is so bizarre that I still can't really process it. It still doesn't feel real, but I feel scared and guilty. I, 19 female, had surgery a couple days ago to get all 4 of my wisdom teeth out, and because I have a really bad fear of dentists, they had to drug me pretty hard to do the removal. Not like laughing gas that wears off really fast, but actual IV medicine, so I was pretty much unconscious during the whole thing. They told me to have a quote-unquote responsible adult drive me to the appointment and back because the meds they gave me would make it dangerous to drive. My mom was on a work trip and couldn't take me, so I asked my sister-in-law, Bree, 24, not her real name, if she could do it, as the whole thing would only take an hour or 2. I offered gas money because the dental office is about 45 minutes away. I would have asked my brother, but he works during the day while Bree is a stay-at-home mom to their 2-year-old, who I think was at Bree's mom's house that day. Bree agreed to take me to the appointment, and the surgery went fine. Bree waited in the lobby for me to be done. When I came out of anesthesia, I was very disoriented and nauseous, which I guess is normal. I had gauze shoved in my mouth to stop any bleeding, and Bree took me to her car after I was let go. I don't really remember much of the drive, but it felt like not enough time passed before Bree got out of the car and told me to come with her. I was really out of it and just followed her because the alternative was staying in the hot car. Long story short, we were at a pool. Okay, this is turning sinister. I was really confused, but once we were through the gate, Bree basically parked me at one of those little table benches, said she'd be back in a while. I was still trying not to puke and was really dizzy from the heat, 90 plus degrees, and the drugs, so I asked her to take me home, but she wouldn't. What? I guess since it was her day off and she didn't have my niece, she was meeting friends at the pool. I was starting to feel really sick and on the verge of passing out and or having a panic attack, so I called my brother. I don't think he could understand me between the meds and the stuff in my mouth because he hung up and I guess called Bree because she came stomping back over, cussing and yelling at me, "Who is this person?" and took me back to the car. I passed out on the drive home, but when we arrived, my brother had left work and met us in the driveway. He was screaming at Bree and she was crying. I was still pretty disoriented, but my brother took me back home and stayed with me until the meds were off. That's when he told me he's divorcing Bree because of what she did, plus some other things he didn't go into detail about. It's been a few days since then, and Bree has been blowing up my phone telling me what a bitch I am and how my tattling destroyed her family. Part of me feels bad because of my niece, and I wonder if I should have just dealt with it and waited for her to be done at the pool instead of calling my bro and causing problems. No!
So, you saying you ruined a marriage is being melodramatic.
Yeah.
That marriage was over. That was just the situation that happened to be the straw that broke your brother's back.
Also, she calls it tattling. You weren't tattling, you were drugged up and called somebody for help?
Yeah.
That's like calling somebody calling 911 and being like, I was kidnapped. Don't tattle.
That's like your sister holding a gun to my head. I call her husband, and he ends up divorcing her. It's like, oh, I broke them up. No, she did that. It's not my fault.
Yeah, that was a completely unacceptable thing to do.
I don't even know why she would go on to Am I the Asshole? Like, why would you even think you're an asshole for a second?
There's an update.
Uh-oh.
First, thank you to everyone who read the original post, blah, blah, blah. Helped a lot. Okay. I called my bro to check on things, thank him again, and see how he and my niece were doing, and he told me some things about Bree and why he's divorcing her. Oh, juicy.
Okay.
we actually get the whole gossiping
This is
backstory.
just gossip now.
I don't think she's cheated on him or anything like a lot of people in the original post thought. At least my bro never said anything about that.
Oh.
Oops. At least my bro never said anything about that. But y'all were right about the incident with me being the straw that broke the camel's back.
Exactly.
And that I'm not the only victim of Bree being careless. A while back, I guess my bro came home early from work and found my niece, 2 years old, alone in their house with the front door unlocked.
That's what I'm saying, like, you didn't do that. She did that to herself. It was just the breaking moment for him.
He called Bree 3 or 4 times with no answer, and she came in the front door right before he was about to call the cops. Apparently, she went to the convenience store, like a 5-minute drive from their place, and left my niece by herself. When my brother yelled at her, she said it was fine because nothing bad happened, and when he said the door was unlocked, she just said she must have forgot and that it wasn't a big deal. Her phone was silenced on the charger in their bedroom, which is why she didn't answer when he called. Bree called him dramatic and told him to stop telling her how to parent, and that my niece was fine for 20 minutes while she shopped for dinner stuff. My bro was taking some time off work to take care of my niece because he kicked Bree out of their house the same day I had my surgery. She is staying at a hotel that bro was paying for, and he gave her 2 weeks, more like 1.5 now, to find a place before he quits paying for it. He says he's going for full custody because Bree is a danger to my niece and he doesn't trust her anymore. She tried to argue when he kicked her out, but he threatened to call the police for what she did to me, which I guess scared her because she left. Sorry it isn't a very exciting update. That's pretty freaking exciting, actually.
Yeah, I called it.
The chick was obviously just a bad person, and I really thought that was going in a different direction whenever she took her to a pool.
Right.
So I was like, is this her own pool? Did she take her to her house? Is she about to try to drown her sister-in-law who's drugged up? But yeah, obviously, you're not the asshole.
Am I the asshole for telling my brother he smells foul and for banning him from my flat after he blamed his low-carb diet and said it isn't that bad?
Oh man, this is gonna be good.
My brother has had really bad breath, really bad body odor, and really smelling urine and feces.
Why are you getting this up close and personal with your brother?
I'm talking smellier than these things normally are. He's never had poor hygiene before. I thought he had just gotten lazy because he's now working from home. Before, he was still going into his office every day because someone needed to be there to do the things that can't be done from home. Last month, his firm gave up the office and made changes which allow everyone to be fully from home. Oh, this is starting good. It's so bad no one can stand to be near him. His foul smell lingered in any room he was in, especially after he used the loo. And if you talked to him, you had to stand far away because his breath made you want to vomit.
What the heck?
I'm dead serious that it was one of the worst things I have ever smelled. I had to go somewhere in a car with him and couldn't roll down the windows because it was raining and I nearly vomited. I know people cannot always smell themselves, so I sat him down and nicely tried to tell him he needs to do something about his breath and odor and the other smells. I was surprised because he was aware of it. He said it's a side effect of the new low-carb diet he's on. He tried saying it wasn't bad and I was exaggerating or pranking him. He's angry that I told him he smells and that he is not welcome in my flat because of how terrible it is. He believes I'm overreacting, and he's also accused me of turning everyone against him because he asked others if he smelled, and they said yes, and apparently I put them up to it.
Oh my god!
I was only trying to do him a favor and help. If I smelled bad, I would want someone to tell me. Was I wrong to tell him about it like he says? Should I kept out of it? Blah, blah, blah.
It's due to my new low-carb diet. No, I think it's due to your new low-soap diet.
If he's right and a change of diet did all of that, he needs to see a doctor.
Right? Change it back, please.
Yeah. But yeah, that's probably just because he's not being hygienic. He's not showering, he's not brushing his teeth. His urine and feces smelling worse than usual. That you need to see a doctor about.
Yeah, there's some really weird circumstances going on for sure.
Yeah.
But unless you're following him into the bathroom and you're noticing how his pee smells, that's really weird. That's strange.
Yeah, but no, you're not the asshole.
Yeah, no, he's definitely not the asshole. People need to be told when everyone else around them thinks they stink.
Yeah, I agree. First one, huh?
Am I the asshole for calling my girlfriend an ignorant shit?
Okay, go. That's a good one.
Oh my god. sister Alice, 30 female, lost her husband in an accident a few years ago. Oh.
Oh.
Well, that took a turn. Let's find a different one. Oh! Here's a good one.
I'm ready.
Am I the asshole for banning my brother's girlfriend from my Easter celebration because she sent me a spreadsheet of chores and landscaping that I need to do beforehand? My, male 31, brother, Tom, male 28, has a girlfriend named Harper, female 25. They've dated for 4 years. They aren't married, they never want to, but Harper calls herself a sister-in-law. They have no kids and Harper doesn't work. Oh, good. This would be fine if they didn't struggle financially. They had to move in with my parents because of debt. My family thinks Harper is lazy and she compensates by being a perfect housewife. But you don't have a house.
Yeah, how is it you can't be a housewife? You don't have a house. Get a job.
Harper puts all of her free time into party planning, as in planning our family's birthday and holidays, which we never asked for and don't like. She treats every event like it's a wedding, and she's the wedding planner. For context, she makes spreadsheets of all the things to do weeks in advance. These people are in charge of the food, this many people, this budget, these options, up for debate later. My family collectively rolls our eyes and says things like, Harper, it's a birthday for a 1-year-old. My 1-year-old, there will be 10 people there, so fuck off with this list. Harper pouts and is moody at the event because if only we did it this way, it would be so much more special and memorable. Yeah, she sounds insufferable.
Yeah.
I'm hosting Easter at my house because I have a large yard for the kids to hunt eggs. As usual, Harper sent the family spreadsheets for the event. Apparently, my job as host is to properly clean my house, weed and mulch my flower beds, and remove a dead tree on the edge of my property. There was a tips and tricks for lawn care she added at the bottom. Harper has decided to cook the food. Her budget is $120, $155 if I want a cake. Pay me to cater your party that you didn't ask me to cater. I emailed her back and simply said, who invited you? Yes! That was the right thing to do. She texted me a bunch of question marks. I texted back, unfortunately there will be no +1s to watch my kids find eggs in the yard. If I let my brother bring a date, then I'd have to let my other guests bring dates, and we have already hit our budget of buying grocery store ham. Sorry, I am sure you understand how these things are. Best wishes! She stopped talking to me. My brother is mad at me. My dad thinks I'm petty. My sisters couldn't care less, and my mom is happy, though. She hates Harper. My wife wants me to act my age and stop this drama, but because it's my family, she's leaving it as my decision. Am I the asshole for banning Harper? No.
Acting my age? What, for telling an annoying person to f*** off?
Yeah, I am acting my age. I don't want another adult butting in on the party that I'm throwing at my house.
Yeah, what?
And there's a bunch of edits. Okay, well, there's 2, but they're really long. Edit. Harper started making the spreadsheets when she and my brother moved in with my parents. We told her thanks, but no. Every get-together, she wanted to add a few $100s to it of our money. We firmly said no. No. Holy shit, no means no, and she continues to give us passive-aggressive comments about not making our family moments special. I don't consider her family. No one does, not even my brother. He doesn't want to marry her because this is just another girlfriend to him. Well, that's screwed up, dude. Don't be with someone if it's just another girlfriend to you. Their relationship is toxic. I didn't mention it because that's not the problem right now. I'm rude to her, I admit it. That's probably acceptable. To answer the many asking about my brother, their relationship, and my parents' place in it. My brother is an asshole. I know it, my family knows it. He has strung Harper along for years, and we assumed they would break up long before now. Well, at least you address that. Harper treats him like a king, does everything for him, and that's why he's still with her, but has told us she's just another girlfriend. My dad spoils my brother and pressured my mom to take her in along with my brother. My mom hates Harper. My other 2 siblings, who are sisters, are low contact, and I am low contact as well. When Harper moved in with my parents, she really pushed for a family connection, correcting us to call her sister-in-law, not a girlfriend. Yeah, no, that chick sounds really, really bad.
Yeah, she sucks.
She sounds super annoying, so no, you're not the asshole.
Yeah, your brother and Harper suck, but...
Yeah, it sounds like they just need to be excluded from family events until they can behave themselves.
Yeah. What? Am I the asshole? I bought my girlfriend an $800 bag and may have caused her to have a seizure.
What?
My girlfriend, 25 female, who worked as a veterinarian nurse, has had a rough year. She was diagnosed with epilepsy 10 years ago, but her seizures have suddenly become very frequent, and she was told by her doctor that she has to stop working until they can get her epilepsy under control again. I, 28 male, didn't want her to eat through her savings, so I have been financially supporting her as I work a decent paying job. This has made her incredibly depressed because she loved her job and she hates depending on others. This Christmas, my girlfriend and I agreed that we weren't going to be doing gifts. But after such a crap year, I felt like she deserved something and I decided to go all in and buy her a Coach bag. I spent $800 on it and I've been hiding it from her for 2 months. I thought she'd be over the moon, but this morning I finally surprised her with it and she literally broke down crying and then started yelling at me. She told me that I was purposely trying to make her look like a shit partner because she can't afford to buy me anything, and then said that I was treating her like a sugar baby, which I thought was completely ridiculous. I told her she was being dramatic and it's just a bag. She should be happy. This argument went on for about an hour before she told me, and I quote, "Shove the bag up your ass." And then she called her sister to come pick her up and take her to her parents. We've been together for 6 years, and this is the first Christmas we spent without each other, so I've been upset all day. I called her repeatedly through the day, but she ignored them all, so I sent her a snarky message, "Thanks for a great fucking Christmas." I think it's understandable that I'm frustrated. About an hour ago, my girlfriend's sister called to tell me that my girlfriend had a bad seizure and that she had to be taken to the hospital, and then her sister tried to blame me for it because I stressed her out. I'm honestly that fucking pissed off about this entire situation that I can't even see my girlfriend because no visitors are allowed because COVID restrictions, blah, blah, blah. So...
Okay, if you have sat down and worked out a deal with your significant other that you're not going to buy each other presents, and then you buy them a present anyway, that is kind of an asshole thing to do. But leaving and not having Christmas because somebody bought you a Coach bag?
Yeah, what you did is nice. Buying them a bag is nice, but like you said, you worked it out, you weren't supposed to buy things for each other. She already feels like shit for depending on you, and then you buy her a gift when you know she can't reciprocate. It's gonna make her feel like shit. So,
yeah.
So it sucks that you did that, sure. She greatly overreacted, though.
Yeah, that reaction was completely over the top.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't think he was the asshole if it weren't for the fact that they decided we are not getting each other presents.
Yeah.
And then he did that. Because if they hadn't decided that and it was just like, oh, I can't afford to get you a gift, sorry, that would be different. But, yeah, you are kind of the asshole, but the reaction was insane.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't say he's a full-blown asshole. It's kind of inconsiderate to her feelings and how she feels about the position that she's in currently.
Yeah.
But he wasn't being malicious about it. It was just slightly inconsiderate.
Yeah, it wasn't the best idea, but leaving the house and canceling Christmas?
Yeah, like, freaking up Christmas because...
Yeah.
You can be butthurt about it. Maybe, like, have a fight about it or something, whatever, but, like, storming out and going to your parents, like, you're overreacting. I don't think anyone here is an asshole.
Oh, that's probably, like, too hard of a word.
Yeah, I think it's too hard of a word. There were some poor decisions made, but
yeah.
I don't think it warrants it being called an asshole.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's just the nature of the sub.
Oh,
but,
yeah. If we're going with sub-labels, yeah, everyone's an asshole.
Yeah, but no, that... everybody was wrong.
Yeah.
Alright, everybody, that's it for today. Thanks so much for chilling the heck out with us, and we will see you next time. Bye!
Bye! Urine and feces